Dap. I hope you had a great weekend, but it's time to get back to work with Hannah Storm. I'm David Lloyd. No one had a better weekend than LeBron and the Lakers, right?
Yeah, I think that's pretty safe to say. If you did, we want to hear about it. Litmus test, passing with flying colors. They beat the two teams they may very well have to go through in pursuit of their 17th NBA championship. Kawhi Leonard and the Clips, officially the home team at the Staples Center against LeBron and the Lakers. And the Clips, of course, 2-0 against the Lakers coming in. LeBron finishing with that layup, gets fouled. Tight game throughout. LeBron on Kawhi. Kawhi spins and finishes with a one-handed dunk. And, you know, look at it. LeBron, just for a second, takes his eyes off Kawhi, and he blows right by him. Clippers by 4 at halftime. In the third, Kawhi drives right by LeBron, finishes with a slam, and it is a one-point game. Paul George had a tremendous game, sinking the three from the corner. And now it's the Clips on top by 1 in the fourth. Lakers 4-point lead. LeBron did not attempt a field goal in the third, but here he goes, step back three for a 7-point lead. And later, LeBron driving by Kawhi, layup and the foul. And here is Kawhi's turn to get caught not looking at King James. Now the Lakers are up 10 after the foul shot. 3 minutes to play, 7-point lead for the Lakers. LeBron to Davis. Davis throwing it down, back to the hoop. Oh my, Lakers by 9. Less than a minute left now. And LeBron driving on Marcus Morris. And one, and he pumped up. LeBron scored or assisted on 19 of the Lakers' 27 fourth quarter points. Here in the MVP chance, one guy, though, unimpressed, Patrick Beverley, asked about defending King James.
Can you describe the challenge it is defensively when LeBron...
No challenge.
But particularly the end of the game.
No challenge.
Can you describe what it's like as a defender to when he tries to force the switch
Not hard
with
at
the
all.
guard?
Yeah, I mean, no reason to, not poke the bear or anything there. LeBron finishes with 28 points, 7 rebounds, 9 dimes in the win.
It's a really good weekend for us. Playing against two of the best teams. The top 2 teams in the league, including with us, as far as record-wise. But no matter what was going on throughout the course of the game, we held our composure. We continued to get stops. We continued to execute, and the rest is history.
I mean, we know the type of team that we are. If we don't do things that to beat ourselves, then we feel like we can beat anybody, and we're a tough team to beat.
Wow. Bucks and Clips, impressive. Lakers held on at the end, just like they have all season. They improved to 42-0 and leading after 3 quarters. That is the 5th longest streak to begin a season in the history of the NBA. The Lakers are 24-0 this season when allowing fewer than 105 points. That is the most wins without a loss by any team in the NBA this season. And the Lakers' opponents over their last 2 games, 96 combined wins, according to Elias. That's the most wins by any team's opposition over a 2-game win streak since the 1980 Phoenix Suns. All of which brings us to ESPN NBA analyst Doris Burke joining us this morning on SportsCenter. I loved what you said last week, that LeBron is still underappreciated at age 35. He's playing as well as he ever has, continues to just refine his game and his approach. What impressed you the most about these wins less than 48 hours apart?
Well, there's 3 teams that are a tier above the rest of the challengers in the NBA title hopes, and LeBron was masterful down the stretch of these games, Hannah. Think about this. In the final quarter against the Clippers, he was responsible for 16 points. He had 6 drives late. He manipulated the chess pieces on the floor, got the matchups he wanted. He actually got Lou Williams off the floor. Patrick Beverley had to come back in. He was majestic. And maybe the most impressive things, 2 things. Number one, I don't think the Lakers played their best basketball either Friday against Milwaukee or Sunday against the Clippers, and yet they were able to come out with wins, and LeBron James was willing to guard both Kawhi Leonard and Giannis Antetokounmpo tempo throughout the course of each game.
Yeah, he's really facing down the best in the NBA after this weekend, because obviously this was the discussion, particularly before Friday night. How do you see the MVP race between LeBron and Giannis right now?
A week ago Sunday, Hannah, I said the narrative was that there was such a wide gap between Giannis and LeBron, and I thought that was a false narrative. It's still a two-person race. If you ask me today who I'm voting for, it's still Giannis, but there's 20 games left and 18 for Milwaukee, and I don't have to put pen to paper yet, and I certainly haven't made up my mind.
Thank you. I love that. Well done. All right, Dave McMenamin reported yesterday that Frank Vogel said it wasn't critical to the playoffs for the Lakers to get that win against the Clippers, but nonetheless, in your mind, they had not beaten them. How important was it to get that victory yesterday?
I think you saw it in their actions yesterday. All game, I thought they dictated the level of physicality and intensity. This game from the outset felt like a game where every possession had weight and mattered. And don't underestimate the performance of Avery Bradley. He settled into the game early, making shots, and he continued that throughout the course of the game. These are the shots the teammates around LeBron and AD are going to get, and they've got to be prepared to make them.
Yeah, really glad you gave Bradley his props. He deserves it. And Caesars now with the Lakers as the outright favorites to win the West. Doris Burke, always a pleasure. Happy day after International Women's Day, by the way.
You as well, Hannah. You as well.
Thanks, Doris.
All right, the Pelicans trying to get to the 8th seed, perhaps to play the Lakers in the first round, dealing with the Timberwolves yesterday and Mini. Zion running a 9 route, and Lonzo finds him. As good as the finish was, Lonzo got to win this highlight. Spot on from 75 feet right at the rim. And then just a minute later, from about 50 feet, snap pass, and there's Zion who's springing forward. Ball, 18 points and 8 assists on the day. Early second quarter. Jake Layman taking Zion off the dribble and finishing, and yeah, his teammates are swooning over there. Finishes on Derek Favors. And check out a sampling of the crowd. Some loved it, and the guy on the right, somewhat unimpressed. Barely moves. All right. Zion, last seconds of the half, jump ball. He wins it and then gets it back from Drew Holiday. Pelicans up 8, heading into the locker room. We head to the third. Pelicans by 11. Playing some defense. Brandon Ingram comes up with the steal. We got a basket hanger, Hannah.
Yep.
Zion back. Oh, and he threw a windmill. Tilted at windmills. Punishing throwdown. He had 23. Pelicans took a 14-point lead into the fourth. The guy really had the day.
He is a blast.
Holiday. The give and go with Ingram. Gets it to go and then gets into some paint. A season-high 37, 9 boards, 8 assists. The Pelicans win. They're 4 back of the Grizzlies for the 8th spot in the West. Sunday, the 16th time in Zion's young career that he scored at least 20 points. The only player to have 16 20-point games in his first 20 career games in the last 35 seasons. The last guy to do it may ring a bell, MJ. Zion could pass him when he plays his 20th career game Wednesday at the Kings, 10:30 Eastern on ESPN. Pacers and Mavs in Big D. Luka would have himself a game. Kristaps gonna find him deep. Luka, finger roll.
Man,
love you, bro. Mavs cut the lead to 1, and then Doncic from 30 and 1. Luka all smiles. Finished with 36. To the fourth we go. Victor Oladipo. He's getting his game back. Gets to a spot and knocks it down. Had the last 6 points of this game. Mavs down 3, 11 seconds. Doncic. A good look for 3 to tie. No, won't go. Maxi Kleber goes over, saves it. Luka again. And that won't go. 2 tries to play the hero late. 1 off the side of the rim, and then the desperation shot won't go as well. Pacers 112-109 over the Mavs. Back to Luka.